All right. Hey guys, how are you? I'm trying this again. Some technical difficulties. Hopefully I don't get cut off again. I am Rachel, the proud founder and creator of Seize Your Passion, SEOPA, champion of passion, all about going out there and realizing your dreams, becoming your best self, essentially through doing more of what you love and being more of who you love. How? By connecting with your passions, engaging in your passions, and really living out of your own inner passion in everything that you do. Okay, so those are really big concepts. And today, what my lesson of the week, I do these live streams every week on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time from our Facebook group, Seize Your Passion, as a way to share some insights, some lessons, and some new ways of thinking about how we can go out there and really become our best selves and realize our dreams. So this week, I'm really excited because I had this moment of this insight that I took in, and it really is a great practical way to almost trick your mind into going out there and going after those big audacious dreams and goals, especially when, you know, we all get overwhelmed. We all have our excuses and justifications and rationalizations for why we can't or haven't yet gone out there and truly realized all of our dreams and achieved all those goals that we set for ourselves and created that life that we love, and really go out there and become our best self and manifest that personal legend, that person that we were put on this earth to become and to be, and to share our gifts with the world, our talents with the world through our passions. So, you know, we often say to ourselves, oh, I don't have time, or I have so much to do. Or even when we are actively trying to achieve something and build something and really go out there and manifest our dreams, you know, it's not all rainbows and flowers and fun and play. Although, you know, the heart of it should be. Obviously, your dreams should be your dreams and not someone else's dreams. And they should come from that place of someone or something or some reason or some cause that you truly are passionate about. But even when it is those, you know, beautiful dreams and grand visions that we have for ourselves, and they come from that beautiful, positive, passionate place, in order to achieve that, it often entails a lot of dirty, hard, not fun work, right? Not everything is all playing games, and it really is about the hustle and getting things done and going out there and getting it done and achieving it. You know, it doesn't just come to you. And so oftentimes we'll say to ourselves, you know, God, I have to do this, or I have to do that, or I have to get this done, I have to get that done. You know, whether it's in, again, just our everyday personal lives of our to-do lists and the things that we say to ourselves, I have to get done, or whether it's connected to our big, beautiful dreams and it's those steps along the way that maybe aren't so much fun and we do have to get done, even if we don't necessarily enjoy every moment and every step of the way. So a great way to trick your mind almost into tackling those goals and tackling those steps that maybe aren't as fun when you're feeling overwhelmed, or when you're feeling like you have so much to do and you just don't have the time to do it, or you just don't want to do it. A simple, easy, amazing trick that I discovered this week is changing the words in your head and how you think about it and what you say to yourself, the words you use, of instead of saying, I have to do this, I have to get A, B, C done. Say to yourself and think from this perspective, and by saying it in your head to yourself, you know, we all have this inner dialogue, and even if you don't say it out loud, what you're thinking is you're using the words, I have to do this. Instead, use the words, I get to do this. You know, I get to tackle this task today. I get to take care of A, B, and C so that I can achieve my bigger, grander dreams that give me joy and give me fulfillment and I am impassioned about. I get to do this rather than I have to do this. I promise you guys, it's such a simple, easy trick. It really is like a trick, and it's a practical way to just, when you are feeling overwhelmed, when you do feel like you don't have the time or you have to get things done and you really don't want to, it's a great way to trick your mind and trick your perspective into tackling whatever that thing is with a sense of passion and inspiration and motivation and gratitude. You know, it's really a practical way to practice the notion of gratitude, of being grateful for everything that you have, everything that you've achieved, and everything that you get to do. You get to go out there and try and realize your dreams. You get to go out there and create your best life. You get to go out there every day and, you know, give your gifts and your talents and your love to the people you care about, to your family, to your loved ones. And if you think about it in terms of, I get to do this instead of I have to do this, I'm telling you, it will change your whole perspective and your whole mindset, and your creative juices will start flowing. And that's how you tap into the passion in you when you're not necessarily feeling it in the moment. It's an amazing, amazing trick. And again, it's a great way, a practical way to practice gratitude, because what it does is it really, again, tricks your mind to truly being present in whatever it is that you're doing in that moment. And it really allows you to enjoy the process and the journey along the way of achieving your goals and your dreams, even when the minutia or the tasks at hand aren't necessarily something that fuel you and that you know, aren't psyched to do, or that you have that overwhelming list of the things you need to get done. Instead of thinking about it as I have to do it, say to yourself and think about it and approach it from a place of I get to do this. You know, on that note of practicing, you know, gratitude, I found that, you know, it's great to sort of make a list and say to yourself, you know, here's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. But it doesn't necessarily, you don't necessarily feel that when you go out there and you're actually doing the things that you want to get done and need to get done, right? You can say all day long, I'm grateful for being able to do this. I'm grateful that I get to do this. I'm grateful, you know, that I have the privilege and the opportunity and the space to go out there and do whatever it is that you want to do. But when you come at those, again, those everyday steps and those everyday tasks that aren't necessarily, you know, empowering and fulfilling and, you know, can be overwhelming at times, if you think about it in terms of I get to do this, every little thing, whatever it is, you know, even these live streams, you know, there are Fridays where I'm like, oh, I have to do my live stream. No, I did that today. I said, you know what? I don't have to do my live stream. I get to do this live stream. I get to share with people, you know, what I've learned this week, my lessons of the week, my aha moments. I get to spread my message of seize your passion. I get to continue to build my dreams and my vision. I get to do this every day. And again, even those things that aren't necessarily my favorite things to do, all week I've been thinking about it in those terms. Instead of I have to do this, I get to do this. It opened up all new kinds of motivation and creativity and ideas and productivity. I actually got so much more done because I approached everything with a I get to do this attitude instead of I have to do this attitude. And, you know, the other piece of it that I really wanted to emphasize is the source of where I got this sort of insight from, because I think it also it highlights another important lesson that I really, really believe in. And the lesson is that you can learn so much from so many different kinds of sources and places. And sometimes they're those unexpected sources and places. So I got this insight from Us Magazine, believe it or not. Yes, that is my guilty pleasure for quite some time now. Every once in a while, I love to just pick up Us Magazine and read all the gossip and look at the celebrity news and all that. And, you know, the point is that this insight, which is, I'm telling you, it's so profound, it's so simple, it's so easy, it's such a practical trick, but it really, really works, I promise you. You know, I didn't find it in some personal development or personal growth webinar or seminar or from some thought leader or guru or in some book. I didn't find it in a place where I was maybe potentially would be looking for such an insight, you know, or an expected source. I found it when I wasn't really, my brain wasn't searching for new insights and new lessons, or I wasn't looking for that information. And it's the last place I would expect to to find such an amazing, profound insight. But it really was. It was, I forget the actress or the celebrity that was quoted as saying that, but it was in Us magazine. And I thought, and she said, you know, something that's really changed my life is approaching my to-do list or my life with, instead of I have to, I get to. And I thought about that. I'm like, wow, that's freaking deep, you know? And then I actually tried it, you know, all week, and it was amazing. From the minute I woke up, okay, what do I have to get done today, right? And I said to myself, no, I don't have to do this. I get to do this. I get to create my best life. I get to go out there and seize my passion. I get to create my dreams and manifest my personal legend. I get to do these things that maybe aren't the most fun in order to achieve my best self and again, realize all of my dreams. It's really unbelievable. So again, you never know where you're going to find profound insights, lessons, growth. And again, it just highlights another really important lesson that I firmly believe in, which is that we can all learn from each other. And sometimes the best lessons and the most profound ones come from unexpected sources, places that we wouldn't necessarily expect to learn something new or have some moment of clarity or insight from someone that we wouldn't expect it from, you know? And I think that's, again, so important to keep in mind. You never know where your greatest moments of inspiration are going to come from, where your moments of clarity are going to come from, where your insights are going to come from. You never know who you're talking to. You know, oftentimes the greatest insights and lessons, again, come from the most unexpected sources, not necessarily where you think. Not to take away from, you know, all the amazing resources and all the amazing thought leaders and experts that are out there, you know. I mean, not to take anything away from that, but just to remember to keep an open mind that, you know, the greatest lessons sometimes don't necessarily come from where you expect them to come. Which, you know, it reminds me, when I was thinking about this, it reminds me of the movie Working Girl, if you guys remember that movie with Melanie Griffith. And for some reason, this always stood out to me. And again, it reminded me of this when I was thinking about this today. You know, in the beginning of the movie, you see her riding a train. She's just a secretary. She wants to, you know, climb up the corporate ladder in the business world. And you see her on the train, or the ferry, I think it was actually, and she's not reading the trade magazines, the business papers that, you know, all her counterpart males are reading and that you're supposed to be reading, where you get your knowledge and information and lessons from. She reads, I think it was page 6 in the Post, or some, you know, considered lowbrow, non-trade publication. And that's where she got her greatest idea and source of inspiration that then leads to her, you know, the whole rest of the movie, where she's basically playing with the big boys. Although she's pretending to be someone she's not, but that's besides the point. My point is that she gets her ideas and her greatest ideas, something that no one else thought of, from an unlikely source. You know, it was from a publication that wasn't considered to be a trade publication or a source of expertise. It's just real people and real experiences. And again, we could all always learn something from everyone, you know, and don't close your mind to that. So 2 kind of great insights and lessons that I wanted to share with you guys this week. Hopefully it opens up something for you. It inspires you in some way. You know, one is, again, an easy, amazing trick of when you're feeling overwhelmed or when you're feeling like you have too much to do, approach every day as not, I have to do this, but rather, I get to do this. It's amazing. It really works, guys. It's like you're tricking your mind, basically. And it really does work, I'm telling you. And then the other piece, obviously, is to remember that we can all learn something from all of us. Each of us has something to contribute, something to learn, and oftentimes our greatest lessons are from the unexpected sources. Not to take away from the other great sources, but to definitely keep that in mind and an open mind. All right, that's it. That's all I got, folks. Have an awesome weekend. Go out there and do more of what you love. Be more of who you love. Connect with your passions. Engage in your passions. Live out of your own inner passion. And think about, what do I get to do today? Not what do I have to do today. It really is a cool trick. All right, I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.